based on my knowledge and the best information that I have available, changes are coming and we will get hit.
Climate change, also called global warming, is a very real threat to Suriname. Paramaribo is one of the cities that stands to be hit hard once the sea level starts rising. Taking effective action now can prevent the worst from happening. The Economics Association Suriname, VES, and Conservation International, CI, held a discussion highlighting this topic.
Climate change is the biggest threat to the Surinamese way of life and to the integrity of our cities and our infrastructure, bar none. We all live on the coast. Most of our communities live alongside rivers. All of these are the vulnerable points in the infrastructure, really, as related to sea level rise. And sea level rise is our biggest threat here in Suriname. Based on my knowledge and various reports that came out, including from the World Bank in 2007, the sea level rise will have a huge impact on Suriname's GDP. It could impact as much as 35%, or even wipe that out in terms of damages and lost income. So it is a very real threat to the economic infrastructure of the country and to the earning capacity of all its citizens.
The urgent question remains what Suriname can do, not only to be ready for the effects of climate change, but also how it can prevent most of the harm that can be caused by this.
We need to really boost our economic resiliency, because economic resiliency is very close to climate resiliency. The fact is that changes are coming and we will get hit, sometimes with specific disasters or specific incidents, but also more structural impacts will also start to hit us in terms of hotter weather, drier periods, harder rainfall, you name it. So what we need to start doing is, first off, looking at where we build and where we habitate. We need to start moving more inland, away from the ocean certainly, and also think very closely about how close we build to rivers. And we also really need to start diversifying our economy towards sectors that will be impacted less by climate change. And those sectors that we will maintain, we need to make them climate resilient. We need to adapt them to the new normal of climate change.
Conservation International is convinced that climate resilience and economic resilience should go hand in hand in Suriname. For this reason, they work across the country to lessen the effects of climate change. The executive director of Conservation International summarizes not only their plans, but also highlights the initiatives already carried out by focusing on the human factor.
A very targeted outreach program, and it involves providing lessons at the university, which I myself provided 4 days of courses at the university last week. My staff provided another almost, I think, 2 or 3 weeks of courses at the university in conservation biology and green growth. We've been doing TV shows, we're getting on the radio, we're publishing in a newspaper. So we have been doing a very targeted outreach program, and we will continue to do so.
Economists agree that taking action to reduce fossil fuel emissions will be far less expensive than dealing with the consequences of failing to do so. While scientists agree that climate change is a real threat, a small group remains skeptical. Even so, CI urges the government and businesses in Suriname to take the necessary actions to prevent the worst.